Hey guys, how you doing? Happy weekend and that. Clocks have changed, all that exciting stuff. I've got my new poppy thing on here. I thought that was a really good way of doing poppies because I always buy them and then lose them. So anyway, this one's not going anywhere. Cheap at the price. Right, okay, markets today. So, or this week rather. So, yet again, another loss. We've been really running through a bad streak at the moment. Sorry, I got stuff stuck. So I'm down another 0.7% on this week. So on this 10k account Q2, which is only basically October, I'm already down 3%. So I'm not overly happy with that, to be quite honest. But the markets are just doing weird things. They've been doing, yeah, they're not running basically, and we like a trend. So this chart here looks pretty appalling. I've still got that 5k, that Aussie USD trade open on the 5k account, and then we had a couple of trades that closed here, losing us some money along the way. Yeah, right. So anyway, there's the numbers here. So we're about 300 quid down on the 10 grand account since October, so not great. However, saying that, the week was pretty much slaughtering me, but right at the end of Friday, things all kind of flipped into my favour. So, well, flipped, yeah, my favour's maybe a bit strong, but they went from being quite negative to quite positive. So it's kind of hard to read these here, but we have got yeah, we've got a negative one there, and then all the rest are positives. Some of them are quite big, so we'll have a look through some of these. Yeah, so I've noted down my risk here of what's open and what have you. So my risk's okay. It's pretty much 3% on the nose. So I don't want to take it on anymore. Yeah, we'll go through those trades in a bit. There were a couple of trades which I like the look of in the week, but I couldn't get into. This was one. Let me set this to be. Sorry, let me set that to be the daily. So I saw EURUSD setting up here, looked really nice. But I didn't have no money. I didn't have any. I couldn't take on any more risk really, so I had to let it go, which is a shame because it's kind of popped off quite nicely now. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's thinking of getting that. It might be a bit late. It's moved a lot already now, but that's just one trade in there. So what else have I got on? Just show you how my one. So I mentioned that Aussie USD. That has that's starting to move into favour. We've just gone a little bit into profit here. Not sure I like this trade at the moment. It's very much walking sideways, so I'm just keeping an eye on it. I'm considering setting it to break even, although I'm sure I'll get spiked out. But yeah, I might fiddle with that trade if that doesn't sound too crude. UK 100. These are in order in which they went on, by the way. That's the kind of logic behind it. So I'm still a fan of shorting the indices, even though they bite me in the arse every time. But we have got 3 trades. Is it 3 I got open here? No, 4 positions on here. All of which just in profit, but I'm still at risk with the trade overall. Yeah, I was a little bit naughty. If we break this down a little bit, so I scaled in, and then I've got 2 trades where I saw the market pull back to about the 7,000 level. So one's here, shorted again, and then I ended up doing the same here over here. On reflection, I probably shouldn't have taken this other trade at 7,000 because it was the same strategy here. So I might have only made that play once. Having said that, my risk is all fine, right? So I'm still within risk tolerances. So it's not actually bad. I'm just not certain I'd make that play again. But really, I need it to run a little bit further. I need to bring these stops, down a little bit. We've just got a hell of a lot of fireworks going off. Wicked. Anyway, so that's the UK 100. I have no doubt that this week it will probably come and bite me in the arse again. But I mean, at a technical level, you've got lots going on here. You know, you've got all this kind of divergence here. So these peaks are going exactly, where's that one? You know, you've got that divergence there. which will probably mean it's starting to cross on the weekly. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to cross on the weekly, because that's kind of what happens here. So if we just jump to the weekly, we'll see that that's slowly starting to run over. So that looks good technically. And then as I mentioned before, you know, we're right back at these peaks for God knows how long. So for my money, it should be able to, you know, it should be reasonable to short here. Anyway, I always talk about that and it always comes and bites me, so we won't talk about it too much more. Silver's not been doing what I want, but it is just in profit with a whole pip, probably due to roll. I'm underwater with that. Yeah, it's starting to you know, it's just edging to being bullish. It's not really doing much. So this is weekly chart, yeah. You know, we've got a kind of bigger blue candle going on there. Yeah, it's not massively lovely jubbly or anything. What else have we got? So Aussie New Zealand, can't remember that. Oh yeah, I think that's running quite well actually. So I've only got 0.25 risk on this at the moment, but we made the play with the sell signal here, resistance levels here, and stops nice and far away. Yeah, they're nice and juicy. So yeah, that's starting to run all right, and we'll click my next order here, and then the name of the game will be pulling down these stops to get the risk off the table, because when that second one fills, I've got 0.77 risk on there, so I'll just be over 1%, which is fine, but yeah, we need to keep an eye on that. So that's Aussie New Zealand. USO, okay, a lot of guys are not wanting to trade this at the moment. I can't keep my hands off it when I see it. So here's a daily chart. Yeah, again, I've got a whole bunch of positions. Ooh, don't change that. I've got a bunch of positions open. Is it 4? 3 positions open. I think there's another one. Yeah, there we go. So there's quite a lot of pips there. 2885, 57, 125 and 187 lockdown. Yeah, they're actually of different sizes, so they're not all the same. So if you look at USO here, we've got different lot amounts, and so one was in 8.8p pound a pip, 0.8p a pip, 8p a pip, a couple of 16s and another 8 in there. I did the same kind of thing when it it's easier to see this actually when you go down. Not that I trade off of these charts, but you can see it a bit better as to what I've been up to. So first one, as I mentioned before, was I just, due to the end of the contracts expiring, I thought people might be getting squeezed out. So for the first one, you know, we'd had this sell signal. Was it the 8 hour? God, I'm forgetting. I've got the 8 right here. It's right here in front of me, Phil, on the right. Yeah, no, I think I took it as a daily sell. So we had this kind of sell. I can't remember, actually. I can't remember. I think actually I sold it here. Yeah, that's what I'd done. I'd sold it here. And then I got out about break even when it came back here. Stopped me out. But then it was squeezing all the way back. And I just kind of had it down as maybe this market's going a little bit too high for the end of the contract. Because then, you know, as I mentioned in the past of this trade, we've got this big support level here. Around the 50 level up to 51. So I just thought it made sense to short it. You know, so bear in mind, when I saw it, I was like, let's get down into the 2 hours. What did it look like for me? Because it's always a bit more scary. So, you know, we were like, with this sort of behaviour here. So, I mean, yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I risked a small amount on it. This is the 0.8. The 0.8 trade, which is the 2885. So that's not the right one. Anyway, you get the idea. That's at break even now. So yeah, the trade went over. I think I would have done another. Sorry, looking over at the 8 now. Yeah, second one just went with a, you know, a second order below the level. Then we had this pullback to the 50 level, and I've shorted again. So there's some logic in there. I can't remember exactly all of it, but I did definitely get another order in, another position on when we clip back into this 50. So it's the same play that I just kind of did on the UK 100, which again you've got to be a little bit careful of because they are reasonably well correlated, those two. But anyway, yeah, the risk is okay. I just want it to kind of carry on really. And we've got, I can't remember when it expires, the contract started on the 19th, so we've probably got another 19th, 1, 2. Whoa, I don't want that. What have I got here? So we've got 1, 2. We've got 3 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. So hopefully that will start to see some of these lows again that we saw before. Okay, this US oil. Yeah, I got limits on these due to the expiration. So the only thing I might do is if it gets down there quickly, I might let maybe the 8p run a little bit. But because of the expiration, I don't like let them run too much, because obviously you expect the market to retrace, and if I get caught on the retracement, that's not, that's not as good. So there's US oil. Oh, hang on, I've lost my order now. CADJPY, right? This was pounding me. CADJPY. Where are you, son of a gun? There we go. Yeah, this fella was having all sorts of fun with me. That's interesting. Where's my bloody things gone? Are you being a silly Billy? Oh, straight. I don't know. Maybe I selected the wrong one. CADJPY. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, this trade was retracing on me, starting to look a little bit potentially bearish again. I could probably squeeze my stop a little bit further down, but yeah, I'm hoping that rolls over. And what is our risk on that? Is about 0.26, 0.4, so yes, 0.66%. And last but not least, New Zealand Swiss. New Zealand Swiss is sitting here. Yeah, which is starting to look not too bad actually. We've got another potential sell signal coming here. I'm already locked and loaded. I probably won't be scaling any more into this. Nah, I think I'm in enough. I'll just see what happens. Trail. So yeah, that's that really. It's been a bit miserable as a trader recently. I've been getting hammered since I upped my account size, as you know. So I picked the wrong time to do that, but you never know these things. Yeah, that's about it really. Yeah. Oh, I can talk about a trade which I closed actually. So we had a, I will comment on this actually because we were a bit unlucky here. USD Swiss, USD Swiss. Where are you? And this is just classic. So I can't bloody see it. There we go. Yeah, so I was out here. Let's have a look at that actually. Where did I actually get stopped out? Because USD Swiss. There we go. So what have I got there? Closed at that. Let's have a look at that. Let's just see how lucky Phil is. Come on, Phil. Show them your stopped out level. Oh yeah, feel it. So yeah, bit of a bitch that. 1.000. Should have had that down as a massive support level. Again, I saw it going over, could have got back in. I was a bit emotionally attached to it. I think I've got too much risk on anyway, so left it. Yeah, that's what's going to go. But so that was one of the ones that dragged us down. It's a bit of a shame, really. But anyway, that is it. That's it for the week. I'm already 15 minutes in. Jesus, I'm really sorry about that. I hope that was helpful in some way. We've got lots of news coming out. I need to check the what we got here. New Zealand rate decisions. Yeah, no, Aussie rate decision, German unemployment could be something, Bank of England rate decision on Thursday. Yeah, there's a few things to be, and non-farm payrolls, yay, non-farm payrolls, there you go. So yeah, lots of news this week, which is bad because we've been getting shooed anyway. Also, I need to check what's going on with the elections because I think there's going to be stuff for the elections. So you never know, it might play in our favour, it might not. But go out, have loads of fun, Do like this on Facebook if it's any help to you at all. I do appreciate that. Or leave me a comment or something, or say Phil, you're all completely wrong. And yeah, have a great week. I'll be in touch at some point. Live the dream.